Have you ever wondered why that morning energy you once took for granted seems to slip away more each year, leaving you feeling sluggish and inconfortable avant même que votre journée commence? Picture this. Millions of people over 60 start each morning the same way, staring at their reflection and feeling frustrated by a body that no longer responds the way it used to. The bloating that makes clothes feel tight, the digestive discomfort that shadows every meal, the stubborn weight that clings despite every effort, and that nagging sense that something inside just isn't working right anymore. It's a silent struggle that so many of us share but rarely talk about. This feeling that our own bodies have somehow turned against us. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. We've been told that slowing down, feeling uncomfortable, and losing control of our health is just part of getting older. But what if I told you there's an ancient practice, so simple it takes less than 5 minutes each morning, that could help restore the balance your body is desperately seeking and give you back that sense of vitality you thought was gone forever? Number 1. Introduction and purpose. Sarah thought she had tried everything. À 68, elle avait passé des années à regarder sa métabolisme ralentir à ce qui lui semblait un ralentissement, ses vêtements devenant serrés malgré la diminution de sa consommation alimentaire par rapport à ce qu'elle avait consommé depuis des décennies. Every morning began the same way, looking in the mirror and feeling betrayed by a body that seemed determined to hold on to every ounce of weight while her stomach churned with discomfort before she'd even had breakfast. The cruel irony of aging is that just when we want to enjoy the freedom of our later years, our bodies seem to revolt against us. That persistent bloating that makes you avoid your favorite outfits. The embarrassing gas that strikes at the worst moments. The acid reflux that turns every meal into a gamble. And underneath it all, that stubborn weight that clings like a shadow, making you feel invisible in a world that already seems to overlook people our age. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's crying out for the right kind of help. For thousands of years, there's been a simple solution hiding in plain sight, one that your grandmother might have known but somehow got lost in our modern rush toward complicated fixes and expensive treatments. When you drink fennel seed water correctly, something remarkable happens inside your body. Within hours, your digestive system begins to reset itself. The gentle compounds in fennel seeds start working like tiny repair crews, addressing the inflammation that's been building for years, kickstarting the sluggish metabolism that's left you feeling defeated, and beginning the process of melting away the fat that's made you feel like a stranger in your own skin. The tragedy is that millions of people are drinking fennel water right now, hoping for change. But they're doing it wrong. They're missing the precise timing, the proper preparation, the critical steps that transform this simple seed from just another health fad into a genuine transformation tool. Tonight, that changes for you. Number 2. Importance of fennel in Ayurveda. Margaret's doctor had told her that her chronic digestive issues were just part of getting older, something she'd have to learn to live with. But as she sat in her kitchen one evening, researching alternatives to the endless cycle of antacids and medications, she stumbled upon something that challenged everything she thought she knew about healing. Ancient Ayurvedic texts, written thousands of years before modern medicine existed, described fennel as a miracle worker for exactly the problem she was facing. But here was the surprising part. Everything she'd been told about fennel was backwards. For years, she'd heard it was a cooling herb, something to soothe and calm. The truth was far more powerful and complex. Fennel actually works like a gentle furnace inside your digestive system. While it cools your body on the outside, preventing that uncomfortable overheating that comes with age, it ignites your digestive fire from within. Think of it as the difference between un chauffage sur votre peau et un repas chaud dans votre ventre. Un seul donne un confort temporaire, l'autre fournit une nourriture et un soin profonds et durables. This warming action is what your digestive system has been begging for. As we age, our internal digestive fire naturally dims, like a campfire burning down to embers. Food sits heavier, takes longer to process, and creates the bloating and discomfort that's become your unwelcome daily companion. Fennel seeds act like gentle bellows, rekindling that inner fire without overwhelming your system. The ancient healers called fennel a carminative herb, which means it has the specific power to break up and release trapped gas while simultaneously renforcer vos organes digestifs. It's not just masking symptoms like modern medications do, it's actually teaching your body how to work properly again, addressing the root cause of your discomfort rather than just temporarily silencing the alarm bells. This isn't just ancient wisdom speaking. This is practical healing that's been tested by countless generations of people who lived longer, healthier lives without the digestive chaos that plagues us today. Number 3. Health benefits? Robert hadn't had a comfortable night's sleep in months. Not because of aches and pains, but because of the constant digestive turmoil that seemed to intensify every evening. His wife would find him walking the hallways at 2 in the morning, trying to ease the bloating that made him look 6 months pregnant, and the constipation that had become his most embarrassing health secret. This is the reality for millions of people over 60. Your body becomes a source of daily frustration instead of the reliable partner it once was. You start planning your social life around bathroom availability. You avoid certain foods not because you don't enjoy them, but because you know they'll leave you miserable for hours. You watch your reflection change in ways that have nothing to do with normal aging and everything to do with a digestive system that's forgotten how to do its job. But when you begin drinking properly prepared fennel water, your intestines start remembering their natural rhythm. Within days, you'll notice your bowel movements becoming regular and comfortable again. The chronic constipation that's been stealing your energy and making you feel toxic from the inside out begins to release its grip. And then something even more remarkable happens. Your metabolism, which has been crawling along like a car with a dying battery, suddenly finds its spark again. The fennel compounds work directly on your body's fat-burning mechanisms, not through harsh stimulants that leave you jittery, but through gentle metabolic support that feels natural and sustainable. For women especially, fennel offers something precious: hormonal harmony during a time when your body feels like it's speaking a foreign language. Those painful menstrual cramps that seem to worsen with age, the hot flashes that arrive without warning, the mood swings that make you feel like a stranger to yourself, all of these begin to soften and stabilize. Your brain fog starts lifting too. That frustrating feeling of words being on the tip of your tongue but never quite available. The difficulty focusing that makes you question your mental sharpness. These improvements happen because fennel nourishes your nervous system while it heals your gut. The connection between digestive health and mental clarity becomes beautifully, powerfully obvious. Number 4. Modern scientific perspective. Dr. Williams had been practicing gastroenterology for 30 years when something started bothering him about les traitements standards qu'il prescrevait. Saudade de ses pacientes mais velhos voltavam mês após mês gastando centenas de dólares em medicamentos que proporcionavam alívio temporário, mas nunca pareciam funcionar, address the underlying issues causing their digestive distress. That's when he began researching the scientific evidence behind traditional remedies, and what he found about fennel seeds shocked him. Modern laboratory studies were confirming what ancient healers had known all along. Fennel contains powerful compounds that don't just mask digestive problems, they actually repair the damage causing them. The antioxidants in fennel seeds work like tiny cleanup crews inside your cells, reversing years of oxidative damage that's been building up in your digestive tract, votre système cardiovasculaire et même votre cerveau. This cellular repair process is what slows down the aging process from the inside out, giving you more energy, clearer thinking, and that sense of vitality that feels like turning back the clock. Research has shown that people who regularly consume fennel experience significant reductions in the inflammatory markers that drive most age-related diseases. We're talking about the same inflammation that contributes to diabetes, heart disease, and even certain cancers. By addressing this root cause of aging and illness, fennel water becomes more than a digestive aid. It becomes a daily investment in your long-term health and independence. Clinical studies have specifically documented fennel's ability to calm irritable bowel syndrome, a condition that affects nearly 40% of people over 60. Participants qui ont bu de l'eau de fenouil ont connu des réductions dramatiques de la sensation de ballonnement, des gaz et des douleurs abdominales en seulement 2 semaines. More importantly, these improvements lasted, suggesting that fennel was actually healing their digestive systems rather than just providing temporary relief. The science is clear. This isn't wishful thinking or placebo effect. This is measurable, documented healing that bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and modern proof. Your body's ability to heal and regenerate doesn't disappear with age. It just needs the right support, and fennel seed water provides exactly that support in the most natural, gentle way possible. Number 5. How to make and drink fennel water. Helen had always been intimidated by natural remedies, worried that she might prepare them wrong or that the process would be too complicated for her busy morning routine. She'd tried various health drinks over the years, but they were either too expensive to maintain or required ingredients she couldn't pronounce, let alone find at her local grocery store. The beauty of fennel seed water lies in its absolute simplicity. There are just two methods, both so straightforward that you can master them tonight and start your transformation tomorrow morning. The first method requires nothing more than patience and a glass of water. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons of fennel seeds, the same ones you might already have in your spice cabinet, and place them in a glass of room temperature water before you go to bed. Let them sit overnight, allowing the seeds to release their healing compounds into the water. In the morning, strain out the seeds and drink the infused water on an empty stomach. That's it. No boiling, no measuring, no complicated timing. The second method works when you want your fennel water immediately. Take une cuillère à café de graines de fenouil et écrasez-les doucement avec le dos d'une cuillère pour libérer plus de leurs huiles bénéfiques. Ajoutez-les à 2 tasses d'eau et amenez à ébullition lente. Let it simmer until the water reduces to about une tasse, puis tamise et bois l'eau tiède. This method gives you a stronger concentration and can be particularly soothing on cold mornings. The timing of when you drink fennel water is crucial for maximum benefit. Your empty stomach in the morning is when your body is most receptive to healing compounds. Before you reach for coffee, before you eat breakfast, before you start your day, drink your fennel water. This allows the healing compounds to work without competition from other foods or beverages. 1 à 2 verres par jour est tout ce dont vous avez besoin. More isn't necessarily better, and your body will respond best to consistent, moderate amounts rather than occasional large doses. If weight loss is your primary goal, you can also drink a glass 30 minutes before your main meals to help control appetite and support digestion. Number 6. Precautions and limitations. Martha was excited to start her fennel water routine, but when she mentioned it to her doctor during her régulier checkup, il a soulevé un problème important qu'elle n'avait pas considéré. As someone taking hormone replacement therapy and blood thinners for her heart condition, she needed to be more cautious about adding new elements to her health routine, even natural ones. This conversation probably saved Martha from potential complications, and it highlights something crucial that many people overlook. Natural doesn't always mean universally safe. Fennel is powerful precisely because it has real effects on your body, and those effects can interact with certain medical conditions and medications. Si vous êtes enceinte ou essayez de tomber enceinte, les propriétés hormonales équilibrantes du fenouil pourraient être trop fortes pour cette période délicate de votre vie. Si vous avez une histoire de conditions sensibles à l'œstrogène comme certains cancers du sein, les effets légers d'œstrogénicité du fenouil nécessitent une réflexion attentive et un conseil médical. People with epilepsy need to be particularly cautious, as fennel can potentially lower the seizure threshold in sensitive individuals. Si vous prenez des anticoagulants comme le warfarine, une thérapie de remplacement hormonal ou des médicaments de contrôle de la naissance, la fenouil peut renforcer ou interférer avec les effets de ces médicaments. But here's what's equally important to understand. Fennel water isn't a miracle cure that works overnight. The people who get discouraged and quit after a few days are missing the point entirely. Your digestive issues and metabolic slowdown didn't happen overnight, and they won't disappear overnight either. Real, lasting change requires consistency and patience. You need to commit to drinking fennel water daily for at least 2 to 3 weeks before you can accurately judge its effects on your body. Many people start noticing improvements within the first week, but the deeper healing, the metabolic changes, the hormonal balancing, these take time to develop. Think of it like tending a garden. You plant the seeds, water them daily, and trust the process. Some changes you'll see quickly, like reduced bloating and better bowel movements. Others, like significant weight loss and complete digestive healing, unfold gradually over 2 à 3 mois de consistent use. Number 7. Combination with other seeds. Patricia had been drinking fennel water for 6 weeks and was thrilled with the results. Her chronic bloating was gone, she'd lost 12 pounds without dieting, and her energy levels reminded her of how she felt 10 years ago. But when her friend mentioned that combining fennel with other seeds could multiply these benefits, Patricia realized she might have only scratched the surface of what was possible. The ancient healers never used just one herb when they could create a symphony of healing compounds working together. They understood that certain plants, when combined properly, don't just add their individual benefits together, they actually amplify each other's healing power in ways that seem almost magical. Cumin seeds bring their own powerful digestive fire, specifically targeting the sluggish metabolism that makes weight loss feel impossible after 60. When combined with fenouil, cumin aide à accélérer le processus de combustion des graisses tout en soutenant des niveaux de sucre dans le sang sain, ce qui devient increasingly important as we age. Carom seeds, moins familiers à la plupart des Américains mais chers dans la médecine traditionnelle, ajoutent des propriétés anti-inflammatoires et antimicrobiennes puissantes au mélange. They specifically target the harmful bacteria that can overgrow in your digestive system as you age, contributing to bloating, gas, and that persistent feeling that your stomach is never quite settled. When you combine all 3 seeds, something remarkable happens. The fennel provides the foundational digestive healing and hormonal balance. The cumin accélère le métabolisme et la combustion des graisses. The carom seeds cleanse and protect your digestive system from harmful bacteria and inflammation. Together, they create a comprehensive healing system that addresses every aspect of digestive health and healthy aging. This isn't about making your morning routine more complicated. It's about maximizing the time and effort you're already investing in your health. If you're going to take 15 minutes chaque matin pour préparer et boire de l'eau curative, pourquoi ne pas vous assurer d'obtenir la combinaison la plus puissante possible? The preparation method remains just as simple, but the results become exponentially more powerful. This 3 grains combination a aidé des milliers de personnes à obtenir des améliorations de santé dramatiques qui semblaient impossibles il y a quelques mois. Your journey with fennel water has been just the beginning of discovering what your body is truly capable of when you give it the right support. As we reach the end of our time together today, I want you to take a moment and imagine yourself 6 semaines de maintenant. Picture waking up in the morning without that familiar bloating that's been your unwelcome companion for years. Envision stepping on the scale and seeing numbers you haven't seen in decades, not because you've deprived yourself, but because you've finally given your body what it needed to heal. This isn't about chasing fountain of youth fantasies. This is about reclaiming the comfort and confidence that should be yours at every stage of life. Your body hasn't given up on you, and it's not too late to support it in the way it deserves. That glass of fennel water each morning n'est pas seulement une boisson. It's a daily act of self-care, a gentle promise to yourself that you're worth the effort, worth the healing, worth feeling good in your own skin again. The beauty of what we've shared today lies in its simplicity. No suppléments coûteux, pas de routine compliquée, pas de changement de style de vie dramatique qui semblent impossibles à maintenir. Just seeds, water, and the patience to let nature do what it does best. Your grandmother would have understood this wisdom. Now it's time for you to embrace it. Every morning you choose to prepare that fennel water, you're choosing to honor your body's incredible ability to heal and regenerate. You're choosing to believe that your best days don't have to be behind you. Which part of today's journey resonated most deeply with you? Was it the promise of better digestion, the hope of natural weight loss, or perhaps the idea that healing doesn't have to be complicated? Si ce vidéo a donné espoir ou aide pratique, je serais reconnaissant si vous partagez cette expérience dans les commentaires ci-dessous. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you found value in what we've shared, a like helps ensure more people can discover these gentle, powerful healing methods. Tomorrow, we'll explore how combining fennel with cumin and carom seeds can multiply these benefits even further. Until then, take care of yourself. You deserve nothing less.